What is so interesting about Lightyear? You might think that the newly released Lightyear is a spin-off of our favorite childhood animated movie, Toy Story, but the reality is, it's a bit different than that. It comes as a shock to many people when they find out it's not exactly a spin-off. It's not related to the backstory of the specific Buzz Lightyear that we got to know and love in the 3 Toy Story movies. So what exactly is it? And what makes it so interesting? Well, if that's something you're curious about, just stay tuned in till the end of this video because today we'll discuss all there is to know about the movie Lightyear. Hey guys, welcome to Mr. Crown Films, where we talk about movie details and discuss hidden facts. Now let's dive right into the video. What is Lightyear about? When the new Lightyear movie was announced, everyone got excited to get to know more about the backstory of the Buzz Lightyear toy. I mean, we spent all our childhoods watching that character. We grew up with those movies. A spin-off would have excited any of us, but it came out as a disappointment, yet also interesting when the trailer came out. The trailer revealed that it's not about the toy at all. The movie is actually about an actual astronaut adventurer, Buzz Lightyear. And no, he's not a toy. Is it related to the original Toy Story series? Now let's rewind back to the first Toy Story movie. That was all about the secret life of toys. Toys that could talk and their owners never knew a thing. Back in the first movie, there was a character from an animated movie whose action figure was the hottest new toy in town. Yes, it was none other than Buzz Lightyear. In fact, the plot of the first movie was all about the toy coming to terms with the fact that he's just a toy, not an actual spaceman or astronaut. Well, this new movie is somewhat connected to Toy Story. But now, instead of seeing the toys, we are in the animated universe seeing Buzz Lightyear as an actual spaceman character and not a toy. Basically, everything we came to believe in the first movie. Yeah, think the opposite of that. And that's the Lightyear movie. Basically, it's not a comedy children's film anymore. I mean, it is to some extent, but now it is more of a sci-fi film. The movie revolves around Buzz Lightyear, the space ranger who is stranded on a vicious planet far away with little help to get back, and against the ominous and evil Zurg, who is up to no good. This isn't the first time we've seen Zurg though. He was also a villain in the second Toy Story film, but in toy form. The only difference is that this time he's an actual living character. However, the film makes no reference to Andy, Woody, or any of the other toys we love because this movie is about a human being and not a plastic action figure that kids spend their time playing with. Well, except one reference, but we'll talk about that in a while. This came as quite a confusing thought to most people though. That's especially because of an earlier tweet by Chris Evans, the American actor that is known to be the voice of Buzz Lightyear. His tweet made fans believe that the movie might be the origin story of the astronaut. I mean, technically that's true, but it's not the origin story of the toy. It's the actual Buzz Lightyear animated movie in the Toy Story universe, which inspired the toy line and made Andy and all the other kids want the action figure. I know it might sound confusing or even disappointing at first, but no, that doesn't mean the movie is bad. In fact, if you ask me, it's pretty interesting seeing the story of Buzz Lightyear that made kids love him so much. Now, why was the voice actor of Buzz changed? The Buzz we got to see before was a toy, and now we're seeing a fictional character in a movie that Andy loves. That also explains why Buzz in the new movie is voiced by a different actor. Back in the Toy Story movies, Buzz was voiced by Tim Allen, but now, Chris Evans has stepped in to voice the original character of Buzz Lightyear in the new movie. In fact, the product, Galen Sussman, explained how this was done on purpose to make sure that fans don't confuse the two different Buzz Lightyear characters, and because of that, there is a clear distinction between the original Buzz and the toy Buzz. So yes, to sum it all up, the Buzz toys that are so popular in the Toy Story films were inspired by the Lightyear film. Except, we got to see them in the wrong order. Plot of Lightyear. The most interesting part about the movie is the beginning. It starts all the way back in 1995, when the first Toy Story movie was released. The first scene shows Andy from the Toy Story universe receiving his action figure of the Space Ranger, Buzz Lightyear. Sounds familiar? Well, yes, it is because we saw that exact scene in the first Toy Story film. The scene when Andy is ecstatic after getting a Buzz Lightyear action figure as a present. It starts off in a very familiar way, but after that, the movie is based on Andy's favorite movie, Lightyear. And that's the interesting part. It's a movie within a movie. Buzz in the Lightyear film is a fictional character for Andy. who is a fictional character for us. Doesn't that sound weirdly amazing? I don't know about you, but I'm really intrigued to watch the movie now. Do you have to watch Toy Story before Lightyear? Also, when Lightyear was first announced, a lot of people went back to rewatching all the Toy Story movies to make sure they remember the old story before watching the new one. Not like you need any excuse to rewatch the old movies. I mean, they're so great anyone can watch them randomly. But here's the thing, that's not needed for the Lightyear film. Like I mentioned before, there is absolutely no mention of Woody and the gang in the movie. I mean, it's just the start scene of Andy getting the toy and us finding out that Lightyear is his favorite movie. But that's it. Other than that, both the movies are in two completely different universes. So it's safe to say that you don't need to remember the whole Toy Story plot to understand the plot of Lightyear. There is no direct connection or even any attached scenes between the Toy Story series and the Lightyear movie. Is it worth watching? But of course, it's pretty interesting to relive the old memories. It's interesting to hear Buzz saying "to infinity and beyond" again. It's interesting to find out why Andy's favorite movie is Lightyear and why his favorite character is Buzz Lightyear. And it's interesting to see Star Command and Zurg. I mean, it's kind of like all the bits and pieces we got to see of Buzz. They all finally make sense after watching the Lightyear movie. Some people were disappointed to find out that the Lightyear movie has no interconnections to the old movies, but trust me, that doesn't mean it's not worth watching. I mean, back when the Toy Story movies came out, we were kids, but now we've grown up to be adults, and some of us might even have kids of our own. That's why for the older audience, it's a great walk down memory lane. It's great to watch because of all the nostalgia, and the best part, you can pass down something from your childhood to your kids. I know it might be a little difficult though, because all our lives we thought of Buzz Lightyear as a toy. Now seeing him as a human being feels new. Of course, you'll have to change your perspective greatly, and you'll have to give the character of Buzz Lightyear a lot more depth, but that would just give you something to work on and something to enjoy during the movie. Same face, same name, different character and story. It sounds interesting, and at the same time, you can give your children a new story to enjoy. It's a win-win for both ages. So no matter what mixed reviews you've heard, Lightyear is definitely a movie worth watching. It's not for the plot, then at least for the nostalgia. So what are you waiting for? Arrange a movie night with your friends or your family and take a walk down memory lane. And with that, we come to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, press the bell icon so you never miss out on future uploads. And I'll see you all next time. Till then, peace out and have a great day.